So welcome to part 3 of Effortless Abundance. And this part of the workshop is clearing the blocks to abundance. So all of us have beliefs about ourselves, beliefs about the world, doubts, fears, and these might have come from what we learned when we were young from the people around us, and they in turn learned it from the people around them. And just because it's been there for a long time doesn't mean that it's true. It just means that it's well established within us as a belief about how things are. So at this point, you're going to either work with a partner, or if you don't have a partner to work with today, you're going to work on your own, and you're going to just do the process for yourself. One of the two people is going to speak, and the other is going to listen. And the one who speaks is speaking their truth about a belief that they have about themselves or about the world that is limiting them in their experience of effortless abundance. It might be a belief about money, it might be about work, it might be about luck. And in the second part of the workshop, in the last section that I presented to you, as I spoke about abundance, something might have come up for you which you can now recall. If you have absolutely no beliefs about abundance that block you from having it, then you're already there and you don't need to worry about it. Most of us do have some, if not many, feelings and beliefs, doubts, fears, anxiety, questions. And one of the hardest things for us to do here is to be honest about these, be honest about what is true for us. But it is very important that we do so. So if you are the one who will speak first, or if you are working alone, call to mind something that you feel is blocking you from experiencing unlimited abundance. It may be as simple as, I don't believe it's possible. And if you are the one listening, prepare yourself to listen and hold the frequency of unconditional love in your heart for the person who is speaking to you. And if you are working on your own, you are going to speak aloud, out loud, and then you will give yourself unconditional love. So you have both things to prepare for. And we're going to use a very powerful process. A process that I use with my clients. So you'll speak aloud your whatever statement or phrase or truth you would like to speak, and you will then receive complete unconditional love from your partner or from yourself. The reason why we do this with a partner is because it is much easier for us to give unconditional love to someone else than to give it to ourselves. We can give it to ourselves, but if we've never done so, it's easier to begin by giving it to someone else, and it's easier to receive it from someone else than it is to receive it from ourselves. So I strongly suggest you do this with a partner. But if you'd prefer to do it on your own, go ahead, that's okay. I know you can. I know you can because I have, and anything I can do, you can do. And you're going to speak and then receive. And the one who is listening is going to hold unconditional love throughout the speaking and afterwards, to allow that person to fully receive that unconditional love, which has no judgment in it whatsoever, which is completely accepting of the truth of the other. So go ahead and do that now. And the one who is receiving, don't forget to breathe so that you can really take in what is being given to you, either by someone else or by yourself. If you need extra time, just hit pause and take the time. When you've done this, when you're finished doing that, you're going to do it again. Again, say the phrase or the truth, the exact same one, and again receive unconditional love. And that love is being sent, if you're working on your own, that love is being sent to the part of you that believes that to be true, from the part of you that is the observer. The highest part of you, the wisest part of you. The one who is listening is practicing to be able to give this to himself or herself. The one who is speaking their truth and receiving is practicing being able to face your own truth and speak your own truth, and then receive unconditional love to that part of you for which that is true. That limiting belief, that fear or that judgment or that doubt. So now go ahead and say again, briefly now, pull out the essence of it. One phrase. And then receive. Unconditional love from your partner or from your own heart. And that is going to the part of you that believes that to be true. And take a deep breath. And then say it for a third time, if you can. And the reason that I say if you can is because you may find that it's just no longer true for you, that you've actually released it now. If it's still true for you, still true for some part of you, then say it again. And again receive unconditional love for it, directed right to that part of you that believes that to be true. If you're sending unconditional love, don't forget to breathe. Fill your heart center with that light and that love on the inhale. And as you exhale, send it out, either to your partner or to that part of you that still believes it to be true. If needed, you would do this a fourth time. I have had experiences on my own or with a client where we needed 4 repetitions. One time I even needed 5 repetitions. That was a really entrenched, really big thing that I was working with. But a lot of times 2 times or 3 times will be enough, and then you'll find you can't really say it anymore because it's no longer true for you. And then you know that it's been released. And then just take a nice deep breath. Maybe shake out your hands or take a sip of water. Just release it. Just let it go. Now, if you've been working with a partner, switch. So the one who was giving unconditional love is now going to speak their truth, and the one who was speaking is now going to give unconditional love. And just hit pause and do that on your own, or just rewind and do, follow the instructions that I gave. If you've been doing this on your own, I would suggest that you get up and move around, hit pause, get up and move around, drink some water, shake out your hands, and then come back and see if you can't do it again with another belief or doubt or fear. If you can't, that's okay. It's deep work. It takes a lot to do it, but it's really powerful as a process. It's incredibly transformational and liberating, which is why I'm giving it to you here. I'd like for you to come away from this with a really clear and solid sense of this as being now something that you have in your toolbox for personal empowerment. And that's why I suggest that you do it again. Maybe come back to it tomorrow and do it again so that you have it. I also encourage you to do some thinking about how this felt for you. What was easy, what was difficult. Maybe do some journaling about it if you enjoy journaling. Just take the time to process what you did here today and become clear about it so that you can work with it with confidence.